Hello, my lovely viewers. Welcome to another video of Sports on Fozan Harun channel. And once again, we are back again after some few days of absence. And in today's video, I'm going to look at the game between Fulham and Chelsea at the Craven Cottage, the West London derby. And for those of you in London, especially Fulham Broadway and its environs, you gonna love this game, I must say. And to start with, I must say there's tension in Chelsea, irrespective of the fact that we won the FA Cup game against Morecambe FC 4-0. And honestly, I don't see that to be a turning point still, because though it's an FA Cup and we are happy to have won that match, because there was one upset in the FA Cup, Crowley FC beating Leeds United 3-0 or so. But still, I wouldn't use this match as a yardstick to judge Chelsea moving forward. I want them to turn it around in the EPL, and so this indeed is a must-win game for Lampard if he is to stay in the game, is to stay in his job. And already there have been so many speculations with respect to some possible replacements that have been lined up to replace Frank Lampard. And most ironically, the latest one being Avram Grant, our former Chelsea coach, being mentioned there. But I personally don't think Avram Grant is going to help us in a long term. I even don't fancy him coming. If it were to be Avram Grant, I would have preferred Lampard to stay in the job. But Massimiliano Allegri, also we mentioned, Ralph Hasenhuttl, that's my preference. That's the coach that I love to come to Chelsea. The current Southampton coach, Ralph Hasenhuttl. I like him as well with respect to his tactics. Look at with respect to the budget that he has, the little amount of money he has in Southampton, and the way he's played against the big teams. Remember the 3-3 draw against Chelsea, the 1-0 win against Liverpool, and then City had to beat him 1-0, but they had to toil for that result. And then Manchester United also defeated them 3-2. They had to turn around a 2-goal lead of Southampton to achieve that scoreline. And so, considering the little budget that is at his disposal, he's done so much well to deserve a bigger club than Southampton. And also, Timo Werner, in my opinion, has not convinced me through the middle, playing as a target man or centre forward. And hence I will fancy Tammy Abraham to return to the lineup to lead the lines for Chelsea. And Chelsea's win against Morecambe FC, though I said it's not a big deal, because I knew from the onset we were going to win that game against Morecambe FC in the FA Cup. But that's the only positive thing in the game, is that it should serve as a springboard or a blueprint for Chelsea to turn their season around, as we've been suffering from so many bad results recently. They've been drawing and losing matches like for fun. And my preferred lineup for this game is Edward Mendy in post. I am not sure of the fitness of Reece James, and so I will deploy Aspilicueta there, Zuma, Silva, Chilwell there to form the back three. And then Kovacic, Mount, Billy Gilmore, because N'Golo Kante is going to be suspended for this game, remember. And then Ruben Loftus-Cheek is going to be unavailable for Fulham because he's ineligible to face his parent club, which is Chelsea. And also Hudson-Odoi, Tammy Abraham, and Hakim Ziyech should lead the lines for Chelsea. And I'm giving a prediction of 2-1 or 2-0 for Chelsea. And because of late, it's been difficult for Edward Mendy to get the clean sheet. So hopefully, I don't know if he can snatch one clean sheet from this encounter. Like, comment, and subscribe as usual. And also, news coming in with respect to the issue of Fikayo Tomori, in that some tabloids are indicating to the fact that he's going to be sold by Chelsea to AC Milan for a fee around the region of £30 million. I don't support that deal. And I always say Thiago Silva is not a long-term project for Chelsea. Remember, when we signed him at Chelsea at the beginning of the season, I complained. Though in the course of the season, he turned his game around and did well. But in December, you saw how he was exposed. I'm not saying he's not a good player, but he can survive the fixture pile-up, the congested fixture in England, especially in December and January. And that is why Chelsea is struggling. Before then, he was used to doing very well, and Chelsea was getting the results. But now, he's getting tired, and Chelsea is struggling. So that's why I mentioned in the course of the season that it's not a long-term project for Chelsea to rely upon. Yeah, so that's the logo there, Fulham versus Chelsea there. Yeah, Fulham versus Chelsea there. Frank Lampard versus Scott Parker there. Former football players, they're now turned into management. Hopefully, we're going to turn our season around with a win against Fulham. And already, we should be aware of the threat from the wings of Fulham. The Deke Reeves and then Lukman Ademola on the at the position where Aspilicueta or Reece James is going to be deployed. At the left attacking position of wing of Fulham, Ademola Lukman. Remember in the game against Fulham versus Liverpool, Trent Alexander-Arnold had to be substituted because Ademola Lukman was having a good run for himself, was running through him like hell. And so Aspilicueta or Reece James, whoever is going to be deployed there, is going to have a difficult task to handle him. But hopefully with consistency and focus, Aspilicueta is going to handle him effectively. And without much ado, I would like to thank you for spending your golden opportunity to engage with me on this program. Cheers, I love you wherever you are. As always, keep on supporting the Fauzan Harun channel and tell a friend that we need more subscribers for the channel to excel. Thank you very much for the effort you've been putting in so far. I appreciate it so much. God richly bless you. Bye-bye.